Good morning and welcome to Unity of Huntsville. It's so good to see each and every one of you here today. And it is springtime and there are storms in the air, just like there's always going to be storms around us. Just because we're on a spiritual path doesn't mean there are less storms. In fact, I think that we can all attest to experiencing plenty of storms along our spiritual path, but it's those thorns that help us to grow as spiritual beings. My name is Reverend Dean Isley, and I will be your worship leader and leading the songs this morning. I'd like to introduce Debbie Priest on the keyboards, who will be accompanying, and Valerie is running the slideshow that will be behind me. We have a special guest today. Reverend Carol Sikoski is going to provide the message. She is an ordained, beloved community minister of peace. And her message is titled, "You Are God's Masterpiece." And you are. Every one of you. So I can't wait to see how she shares that experience of being God's masterpiece with each and every one of us. I'd like to now bring your attention to the Christ candle. We light the Christ candle every Sunday before the service starts as a symbol of the Christ light that is in you and in everyone you meet. This Christ light never goes out. It is always there, even if we forget. The Christ light is still right there at the center of your being. And now, if you would, please stand and let's sing together our opening song. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 And now, if you would, while you're still standing, please greet your neighbor as we sing "We." Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. together in unity and love. Weave us together. Weave us together in love. And as you keep your seat, please join me as we sing the song Affirmation Rock by Cliff Rubin. You know you are a powerful, creative, spiritual being. Let's affirm that together. I am a powerful, creative, spiritual being. I am a powerful, creative, spiritual being. I can create anything I want this life. I can create anything I want this life. The universe is on my side, and I am love. The universe is on my side, and I am love. 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 You are a powerful, creative, spiritual being. You are a powerful, creative, spiritual being. You can create anything you want this life. You can create anything you want this life. The universe is on your side, and you are love. The universe is on your side, and you are love. 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 We are a powerful, creative, spiritual being. We are powerful, creative, spiritual beings. We can create anything we want this life. We can create anything we want this life. The universe is on our side, and we are love. The universe is on our side, and we are love. 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 Yay! So good to see you here. Let's affirm now our opening statement. There is only one presence and one power in my life and the universe, God. And I'd like to share with you from the Daily Word today. The Daily Word is a publication of Unity World Headquarters. And the word of the day is forgive. And the affirmation is, my soft heart expresses love as I forgive. And the message is, holding on to hurt caused by someone's words or actions is harmful to mental, physical, and emotional health. If I stew over these negative feelings, it's likely I will feel worse. It is when I'm willing to let go of these troubling emotions that the healing begins. Forgiveness is healing. Realizing the slight may have been unintentional, or the one who hurt me may be unaware of my pain, I feel compassion. I let go by repeating the words, I forgive you, silently to myself, which helps me speak these words aloud when I am able. If I have caused unintentional harm, I ask for forgiveness. Through divine love, I forgive and am forgiven. As I express this love, I mend feelings and open the way to peace and harmony. And the scripture is from the Gospel according to Luke, chapter 6 and verse 37. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. And the affirmation is, my soft heart expresses love as I forgive. And the word of the day is forgive. Join me now as we affirm together our Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. And now Carol Zukowski will lead us in prayer.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lovely to see you all today. You have lit up the room so beautifully. We'll start with a prayer, and we're actually going to work with heart coherence today, and getting into coherence, the heart and the mind, the heart expanding. So if you are comfortable, if you will, is maybe close your eyes so that you can go inward. So what I would like you to do is bring your attention to your heart area inside your body. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths, and each breath a little bit deeper. I'm going to count to 5 in and 5 out. And we start. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. Feel your heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. And even deeper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. And just stop here, breathing normally, feeling your heart area. And in that heart area, bring to mind something that you love, someone you love. It could be a child, it could be your husband or wife, it could be maybe your animals, or you could even bring in a place that you love. But let's take a moment. Bring your attention to your heart and bring it back to mind. moving your awareness into your body, feeling what has happened to your body, to your mind, to your spirit. Take another deep breath, and when you can, open your eyes. So I just ask you, for you, did you feel yourself coming home? Did you feel yourself relax in to this moment? Did you feel the love that you called up? That is you. That is who you are. And we have just become more coherent with our heart. We have opened the space. I have full body chills right now because I can feel it. You can actually feel the harmony here. So today, you are God's masterpiece. Probably all of us have heard that, and words are different than embodiment, feeling. So today we're going to explore, what does it mean when you hear that? First of all, can you take that in? You are God's masterpiece. You. Just the way you are. Not having to be different or a certain way. The way you came in, the way you walk, what you're interested in, what you love, what challenges you. You are a masterpiece. The canvas is wide. And you are walking your life as an art form. And you are a part of the infinite intelligence that we call God. So whatever God means for you, so a lot of people have different definitions, but that which is greater than you, that which you can rely on, that you can lean back on, that is within you, at the center of you. And how we come to know that is to know our own heart. And it takes courage. I love the word courage, and I looked up the meaning, so I probably will say it wrong, but in France, the word cœur is actually heart. So courage means of the heart. I don't believe you can walk in this life without courage. And I don't believe that we are meant to have a life of our imagination, but a life that is before us. There's nothing wrong in your world right now. It's just a matter of how we see it. So we all have courage when we feel fear or challenged. Anyone feel a little fear or challenge these days? I know that I do. And I'm going to say there's no mistake that we are here today, or we're talking about this. All of you had the courage to show up for your spirit, your soul, your heart today, because we are called right now to do something different. So think about, you are God's masterpiece, and see if you can feel it in your own heart. Can you feel it in your own body just the way you are? Just take a moment, take in a deep breath. Are you able to accept that you are perfect the way you are? It's no small task, because we have been told so many times, you should be this, or you can't do that, or you're not quite right. And maybe it's just even in our own mind that we're telling ourselves that. But in truth, there's nothing wrong with you. That everything that arises, your fears, your joy, your pain, your confusion, maybe even chaos. Maybe the chaos that you feel. And there's plenty of it now in our world. You know, pretty much you'd have to be living under a rock to know that there's something large happening on our planet with the people and the planet itself. And we are all a part of that. We're not separated from that. So do we have the courage to look within and really figure out what is mine to do? How am I to tend myself, and how am I to walk in the world? It feels like a lot of chaos to me. Anyone agree? A lot of chaos locally, maybe even in the family, even within yourself, and then nationally and internationally. But even the weather, like the chaotic change in weather, it just feels so much that my mind gets freaked out. It gets scared. It doesn't know what to do. There's a fight or flight. But I remember that the Chinese symbol for chaos, it means two things. It means devastation or hope. It means the same symbol means two things. So are we going to choose to be God's masterpiece? Because if we know that we are God's masterpiece, it means all are God's masterpiece. That we are in oneness, that we are in harmony. And who is going to hold that? Who? That's the challenge. Are you willing to hold that love for yourself? That kindness, that compassion? It's no small order, is it? In the everyday thing where you have bills to pay, you have a deck to build in the backyard, trees are falling down, the weather is a little scary. It's no small thing to have courage. But we're called to the heart because that is the most sacred, beautiful journey home. We are coming home. I have just a great curiosity and wonder in the world. I love science. I love to read. And there's so much out there regarding the heart, but I'm going to talk a little bit about heart math. And have you guys heard of heart math, if you'll show me? Yeah, it's a group of people that have actually studied the heart and how we are related to that. It's like 22 years that they've been actually doing scientific studies. And what they have found is that there is a coherence with our heart to our mind when we are at peace, when we are in harmony. Like, just think of this. When you come home and you've had kind of a ruffled day and you drove and there was a lot of traffic, maybe something's on your mind, and you open the door and your dog runs to you. And you get down there and you pet that dog, and there's something that happens between you. That's coherence. That is peace and harmony. And it's not just about that moment with the dog. That is who we are. That's who we can choose to be. Maybe it's a kitty cat, in our case. Or a bird, whatever it is. So when are we out of coherence? I bet you have all felt a little out of coherence. It's kind of a general inflation, inflammation. Maybe it's an inflation of the inflammation, I don't know. But, you know, your mind feels busy and worked up, right? Your heart feels painful. And maybe even you can feel it physically. Maybe your stomach's upset. There's all this inflammation. Well, what that's saying to you is that you are out of coherence with your own heart, with your own connection to something larger than you. And it's not a bad thing. We are human beings. We're doing what we are doing, but it's not the only thing we can do is stay here. I love this information because just with breath, the thing that we did at the beginning can shift you into coherence. Did you feel a little shift when we did that little exercise? It's with us all the time, you guys. We are breathing all the time. We have the capacity to become conscious and take in 3 breaths, maybe 5 or 6 or whatever you want to hold in and out, and stop, because what happens is you become present. You get into the eternal now. You expand your energy field. There's something around our body called the Taurus, and the Taurus is an energetic field, and that field, every single one has it, and it's generated by the center activity of the heart. In heart math, what they found is that the heart has a greater wisdom, a greater intelligence, and a greater electromagnetic field, which is measurable. When you are in coherence, your field gets larger. You're more connected, you're more expansive. When you are contracting and you separate the mind from the heart, you're panicking, it's fight or flight. Can't do that now because it's scary. When you do that, you contract. And so does your field. Well, that field is remarkable because it is connected to the One. It is connected to your holiness. It's connected to God's wisdom. And we have it right here. If we take care of ourselves and we listen, we will be given that information. You can feel it, you can hear it, you can see it, you can hear a song, and you can be comfortable with knowing that you are getting information, especially if it feels good, then it is of God. Now, sometimes we get information with all the social media and the news and panic in our own homes that doesn't feel good, and we might be moving or reacting to that. That is a separation. So here we are. We're on the greatest journey of our life, from the head to the heart. We were born from the heart to the head. Let's come back home. So the one other thing I want to bring up, because I'm kind of into Sonia Choquette. If any of you know her, she is a psychic, but she's also just a beautiful, connected human being. And she is directing everybody to the heart, because she says this: there are actually 2 worlds right now emerging. There's so much chaos, and from the chaos, something new can arise. And it turns out that we are key to that newness. In spite of all the worry and chaos and what you see on TV, if you bring it home, you will know that one person connected to the heart of the divine or God is powerful energy. So if we are called to that, then that is called the 5th dimension. Have you heard of the 5th dimension? People talking about it? To me, it's as real as you being here. That maybe there's different ways you can live on the planet and actually be in different dimensional space. So what if the 3rd dimension seems to be mostly about ego, fight or flight, fear, anxiety, depression, tension? We all feel it. We're here on that planet. But what if there's a call to something else? There's a new world, a new earth emerging, and that's the 5th dimension. That is the dimension of the heart. That is the dimension of being connected, not only to yourself, but everyone around you, and to the greater good. You can imagine that walking in the 5th dimension is a much different experience than staying in the 3rd dimension. Why I like this is that it kind of makes it clear, because I get hooked. You know, I get on social media and I actually feel angry or sad, or I just want to, change things. But what has happened is it just causes chaos in my own body. I'm not even being kind to myself. I'm not being caring about this masterpiece that I have been given. But I have been practicing lately turning off the social media, turning off the news. I will get informed, but I'm not going to stay in it. I want to get into the eternal now. I want to be present. I want to be in the love. I want my body to vibrate with love, with harmony, with energy. I want to feel supported. Do I have the courage to change some behaviors, to change the way I walk or have walked or I see everybody else walk, to another way of being? Because if I can do it, you can do it. Imagine what will happen if people start taking responsibility for their own heart. Imagine how it is to know that we are one, that the idea that any nationality or color or belief system or God could separate us is such a third-dimensional world problem. And from that, we can't create something new from the problem that's already existent. So we are being asked to try something new, to become coherent. Go from living in the third dimension, and if you feel that contraction, allow yourself to open up. We're going to take another few moments and we're going to go back in for coherence this time. So if you can, and it feels comfortable, close your eyes again. And we're going to do the 3 breaths, and you can do 5 or 6, whatever is comfortable for you, but just start, breathe in and out. Bring your attention to your heart. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring something you love into your awareness in your heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now sit. Just notice, how is it to be tuned in to the inside of this beautiful body, in this heart of yours? And when you can, just take a breath and come back. And look around. Just notice, are things a little different now? Can you feel it? We are remarkable. I mean, when I think of God's masterpiece, think about how the blood flows and the heart takes all that energy and moves it around for all the biochemical responses, for all the support of our skin and our organs and the bones and our blood. And that we can walk and connect with another. We truly are miraculous. We are truly God's masterpiece. Now, whatever you were thinking about that you loved, I want you to know that that was you. You can't have anything outside of you that is not within. If you could find that deep love, that deep peace, that deep feeling connected, that's you. You are connected and you are in heart coherence. So how do we get to be conscious and aware that we are walking God's masterpiece? Not in a 3-dimensional ego way, but in the way that we can see a future. We can believe in something that maybe look right in front of us. We can start to generate something that is beautiful. We can look for beauty. There's some simple things you can do. First of all, breathe consciously. What do you love? What do you find joyful? Do that, even if no one understands. If you like to dance, put on some good music and move your booty. Get to dancing. Write if you like to write. Sit and stare, but bring yourself to quiet. And using the breath is a great way to do that. And listen and tune inside of yourself. Get out in nature. Get out and be a part of what we are here for. You are God's nature. You're not separate from the earth or the sky or the sun. When we fall into that, we get into coherence. We get into peace. So if we are planting our garden and we want to have a new reality, we don't want to walk from fear and sadness and grief. We want to walk into some sort of beauty. Pay attention to what you are planting in your garden. Till the soil. Choose your seeds. What would you like? Would you like harmony and peace and joy-filled relationships? Would you like to see something larger for our community, for our country, for the world? You can plant those seeds of hope and joy and peace and watch them grow, watch them bloom. And then that is your life. And then you own that you are God's masterpiece. I thank all of you for being here and doing this with me. I don't do this alone. There's an energy field. All our hearts are open. I don't know if you can feel it, but I'm having chills. I can feel the God bumps right now because we are all connected in a very real way. Take this oneness, take this connectivity into your everyday life and have a beautiful and joy-filled life. And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much. There's so many ways that we can remember that we're God's masterpiece. But we have to be aware first that somehow we've shut ourselves off from that. But then we can take that deep breath, no matter where we're at, and remember the truth of who we are. I'd like to sing a song for you now that reminds me of God's masterpiece. It reminds me as I see God's masterpiece in everyone that I meet, as we see the Christ light in each person that we meet. We're seeing God's masterpiece flowing out. This song is written by Karen Drucker, and it's called The Beauty in You. And there is beauty in you. You are good right now, just the way you are. God loves you, and there's nothing that you can do to change that. There's nothing you could ever have done to stop God from loving you. And remember, we are all God's masterpiece. So let this song be a prayer. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you. And so it is. I see the child in you. I see the sweetness in you. I see the softness in you. And so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it, that you are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. I see the goodness in you. I see the wisdom in you. I see the strength in you. so it is. I see the joy that's in you. I see your light shining through. I see the love that's in you, and so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul, and I just know it, that you are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. See it, it's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul, and I just know it, that you are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. That's in you. I see the courage in you. I see the heart that's in you, and so it is. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you, and so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Just breathe. That breath, it brings us to this present moment, no matter where we are, no matter when it is. I'd like to give each and every one of you an opportunity to give to this ministry today. Freely, if you feel it in your heart, to freely give. And please join us. David, would you come and help me? If you're joining us online, you can go to unityofhuntsville.org, and there you may securely donate through PayPal. Just click on the donate button. I celebrate my abundance today by giving this gift. I show my faith as I open my heart. My world becomes a better place. I release all fear as I share gratefully. This love that I give always gives back to me. Knowing my oneness with everything else, I know that all that I give to myself. Thank you, David. Let us bless this offering together as we affirm. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Lovingly I give, and lovingly I receive. Thank you so much. We have some wonderful events going on here at Unity of Huntsville. Today is the 5th Sunday of the month, and that doesn't happen very often. So actually, we have no special events after service today. However, Every first and third Sundays, we meet in this rectangular circle here and have what we call a life support circle. It's just a safe space to share what's going on in your life and be lifted up by the presence of those who join in the circle. That's first and third Sundays. On the second Sunday of every month, we get together upstairs and we enjoy a meal together. We bring in just a little something and we all share in the abundance of this meal and in the fellowship of just speaking with each other. Mm-hmm. And then after the meal, every second Sunday, we have a Course in Miracles. We have a short teaching on the Course in Miracles and then followed by question and answer period. We also do that on the fourth Sunday right after the service. And you may have been wondering as you came in today what this is going on back here in the back where the pews are turned in different directions and it just looks a little different. Well, that is our circle. And I know you have to use your imagination to see it as a circle because it's kind of just a rectangle. But this is a place where we gather at the end of the service so that we can share our unique perspectives on the message today. That message today being that you are God's masterpiece. So we'll just bring your questions, your ideas about how you are God's masterpiece in this world. And we'll just share as equals in the circle of light after the service. We have an annual members meeting coming up. It is April the 6th, right after the service right here. I believe that's next Sunday.
It is.
So even if you're not a member, you're still invited to attend. You'll hear the state of what was going on with Unity of Huntsville. You'll get presentations from the different board members and myself, and we'll see a vision for how we're moving into the future. So you're all invited. Only members get to vote, though. All right. Thank you so much. Let's thank everyone who joined us online. And I know there's some special people joining us online today. It's so good to have you with us. And we hope that we can see you walk through those doors one Sunday morning. And in the meantime, you can share this experience with everyone you meet by seeing the Christ light in that person, that same Christ light.